I need some R&R wishes, yeah. Raw and real. I need some R&R wishes, yeah. Raw and real. Raw and real. Hey, what's up? Welcome to R&R Raw and Real with Shaz. Here's where we speak on the journey of self-improvement based off experiences, observations, opinions, and some facts. Some topics can be a little triggering, but others may be funny, a little raw, or a little bit edgy. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, grab your notebook, grab something to drink, or even grab your headphones, and let's get raw and real.
Hey, what's up? So let's go ahead and dive into this week's episode about holding on to people longer than we should. I know plenty of us have been there. I know plenty of us may still be there, holding on to people that we should have been let go like a long time ago. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. And it's something that I've been sitting on and thinking on because it's like I've held on to people way longer than I should have. And because I did that, I had to figure out like why. Why am I doing this? Why am I even like holding on to this person? But I felt like I just became so just blindsided necessarily to some of the BS at some point. Like I just was so into them. I was just so into the relationship, the friendship, the connection, the bond. Like I'm one of those people who really, really bond with people who are intelligent and like open up and become really, really deep with me. Like that gets me. So I happen to fall into, the trap of like, oh shoot. Dang. I probably should have let this fool go like a long time ago. But here we are. Now I'm stuck in this situation for a little bit. Gotta figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here. So it's fascinating because the human nature gravitates towards connections and bonds. We yearn for these bonds that bring us comfort and understanding. And there's a big but behind that. With these connections, what if like they start to weigh us down? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they become a burden instead of solace? So like that's what we about to dig into, like right now, because I feel like a lot of us miss these red flags that pop up in these situations, and like we miss catching these people just be themselves. And like, when you're holding on to someone, sometimes we're so immersed in the situation that we miss every warning sign, every single one of them. Those subtle cues that, maybe this attachment isn't as healthy as we think, we miss that. And it's really crucial to be aware of these red flags early on. We have to stop being so consumed and like just avoiding and not paying attention to, like, we don't unknowingly bear the weight of something that's hindering our well-being. Okay, like we don't really do that. Like we completely know. But I mean, it's cool, and let's get real here. Why do we cling to certain people, relationships, and situationships, even though we know deep down that this is going to be so toxic, as the word people like to use now? Like that word is really, really massive. Toxic. Like, why do we do it? Like, I can definitely count on one hand like why I may have done it. And to be honest, it was some toxic shit. Like I was being toxic as you know what. Like I was maybe, or let me not say, okay, no, maybe I can't say that. I was being petty. I was being real petty, and my pettiness got me into a lot of situations. But and I just stuck it out. But I will say this, a lot of the times I stuck around because I wanted to give them the love that they didn't receive, or the love I didn't receive, like knowing what it feels like to have somebody not care about you, not support you, not appreciate you, not, you know what I'm saying, not fuck with you for real. Like I know what that feel like, and I just didn't want to give that to nobody else, not knowing like that other person was not thinking like that. Cause baby, listen, I've stuck around in a situation where I definitely shouldn't have stuck around as long as I did. But I mean, it is what it is. I got two blessings out of it. Oh my gosh, she just told her secret. Chill out. Y'all know. If you don't know now, you know. Come on now. I'm single and been single for a long time. Been single for a very long time. It was a reason. Everybody know I'm not with my kid's father. And if you don't know, now you know. You know? It's no mystery. Um, but it's cool. It is what it is, you know. Stuck around in some situations I should have left out of. But you know what? There's a lot. There could be a lot of reasons why somebody stick around something. That person may be benefiting them. So for them, that could be like, okay, look, I could stick around here and use this for what it is. And when I'm ready, I can dip. Listen, let me tell you something. I have created an exit plan. I have. And sometimes you got to sit in a situation until you get everything that you need to get on up out of whatever you into. So sometimes that could be the reason why somebody is holding on. What that person is providing could be beneficial or put them in a situation where they could, you know, level up. And I know that sounds crazy, but at this point, nigga, you'd have been using me, so let me use you now. I thought it was genuine. I thought this was what you wanted, but it's not. All right, bet. Now I'm about to use this for what it's worth because that's what you treating me like. Now I'm about to play, which I'm about to give you the medicine that you've been giving me. I'm about to use this for what it's worth. And when I'm, that's on you if you ain't catch the signs because you're not focused on me. Because if you were focused on me, you would peep everything. You would peep when I'm moving crazy. You would peep when I'm, you know what I'm saying, not being on my P's and Q's. You would peep like, dang, she's switching up. But men, sometimes, not all, but some do not pay attention. Do not pay attention. She done gave you every sign, bro. And you up here sitting there wandering around. Why do this girl still be messing with me? Because she love you, fool. She love you. But pay attention because she gonna start switching up. She definitely gonna start switching up. And when she switch up, just know it's over with. It's over with. You done lost everything, bro. But I don't want to get too far into that. But like honestly, like it's a reason why people stick around and deal with some of the stuff that they deal with because they have to. Because they have to. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about the other side of holding on to people because I feel like people are in situations that they are trying to get out of and can't get out of at this moment. And you know what I'm saying? I'm praying for them people who in a situation that is very harmful, very dangerous, very abusive. I'm praying for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you find the opportunity to leave, please do so. You know what I'm saying? For yourself. And if you got kids, you do that. Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get y'all into a safe place. Make a plan and get out if you can. But for the people who are able, who are just toxic, who some of us don't even realize we be dealing with people who be manipulating the hell out of us. Manipulating the hell out of us. And we just still holding on. What Medea once say, or Tyler Perry, whatever. You know, people come in your life for a season, you know, or a lifetime. Like fall, leaves, you know, the leaves that fall, they fall, or the branches that fall, they fall. But the ones that are rooted deep will stay. Some people really are not intentionally choosing you. And we have to start catching this and catching these signs. We have to start looking up different things that people, you know, negative or these mental illnesses. A lot of us don't realize a lot of our partners had mental illness problems. Or a lot of them were broken or hurt and didn't heal or didn't deal with that part of them. So a lot of the time, they're ill. And they're just looking out for them. That's what they always say. I promise you. The most toxic person be like, I'm just looking out for me. Wait. Get out of here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-mm. But we gotta ultimately figure out why are we doing this to ourselves? Why do we continuously just hold on to these people? It hurts so much to hold on than it does to let go. It hurts so much more to hold on than to let go. As hard as it may seem, as hard as it may look for you, listen, I know it. You sit in the back of your mind and you be like, dang, I need to leave this person. I need to leave this situation. This is getting out of hand. This is taking me completely out of my character. I don't like this version of me. I don't like this. Like when you get to that point and you make those steps to like leave, you're going to always thinking about the other person and the other person's feelings because you care about them. And that's cool. And that's cool. But yeah, fuck you. For real. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. But you heard me when I said it. I meant it. I love you from a distance. I care about you, but I care about me and love me way more than I love and care about you, that I'm going to choose me. No, I'm not thinking about you because I've been thinking about you. That's the problem. So no, I'm not about to continue this. No, I'm not about to stick around and keep being your dummy, keep being your fool. You're not going to keep manipulating me. You're not going to keep trying to make me feel bad because you see that I'm a good person with a good heart. No, we're not about to do that. I'm about to exit stage left. I'm going to go ahead and completely detach from you because now I need to be free. Breaking free, and it sounds like a grand liberation, don't it? Like breaking free. But the minute you get to that point and you realize your worth and how much and what you deserve and how much you deserve from somebody, you're going to walk away. It's going to hurt, but you got to do it. You have to do it. There's no way that you can stay in that situation and continue to be the best you. So you got to leave. And when you do, I promise you it's going to be the best feeling in the world. I promise you. And then too, I'm gonna give you some little tips too that'll help with that feeling. You gonna cry. Oh, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry, you're gonna scream, you're gonna hate, you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be bitter, you're gonna be petty. Yep, you're gonna want to feel all of that. You need to feel all of that. Work through all of that. So, I mean, I just say all of that just to say, like, the more you heal, the more you grow, the more you find out things more about yourself, the more you become self-aware, the more you start to work on you, it's gonna help you see those red flags in people a lot quicker, a lot sooner, and not put yourself through so much trouble. And then it carry over into your career life too. Like you will start to set boundaries. I'm one of those people, bro. I struggle with setting boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with telling people how I feel. I used to keep all my feelings to myself, and I still do. Like, I work on it. I try to tell those who I feel deserve to know. You know what I'm saying? They tell me their feelings, and I open up to them, and I don't be like, oh, they're going to use it against me. Like, vulnerability for me is really, really hard. And it's something that I am working on because I've always told how I felt about somebody or something, and I was super passionate about it, and I felt it. Like I worked myself up to tell you how I feel and what was going on in my head, and then that person totally disregarded what I said or just was like, oh, okay, excuse me? Whoa, I did not expect that because you just made me feel like I just wasted my time. Like I should have never told you in the first place. Baby, just go take care of you, okay? Just go take care of you at the end of the day. If a person is not giving you almost the same type of energy that you're giving, or you're not receiving as much as you're putting out, I don't care what nobody say, it's time to go. Because you're gonna keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring to the point where you ain't gonna have nothing left to pour. Listen, love should be effortless. Love should be graceful. It should be kind. It should be challenging. Challenging. It should be rewarding. Love is growth. Those things, what you put out is what you should receive. And there will be times, obviously, that your partner can't put out because their personal cup is empty. And that's where you have the overflow. You know what I'm saying? But it just has to go both ways. And if you constantly giving and giving and giving and giving and being graceful. Listen, hold on, wait. Think about this. Would that person have stayed around as long as you did? If the roles were reversed, the situations were reversed, do you honestly believe that that person would have stayed with your ass like you did them? You know that person. You know how that person responds to things. You know how that person will cut somebody off in 2 seconds and not feel a thing about it. So, do you think that person would have put up with you? You think so? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think so at all. So who's the fool? Me. The loving person, the good person. It's okay. I was just the good person to the wrong person. That's all. I was the good person to the wrong person. And that's cool. I should have been an a-hole. I should have been an a-hole to you. But, no, I was kind and gracious and loving. And I was trying to, because I know I'm not the only one. I know for a fact I'm not. So we were projecting. We were projecting the type of love that we wanted and desired onto another person who may not even be ready for that. That person obviously wasn't ready. They didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know how to deal with it. That's why they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's how they responded the way they responded. A nigga always told me, I wouldn't have did that to you. I wouldn't have said that to you. Boy, who you lying to? Because you can't be lying to me. Because I know you would have done it. Nigga, think I'm stupid? I am not boo-boo the food. Okay? But back to, sorry. See, I get sidetracked because my mind get to thinking back and I be like, no, wait a minute. What was I doing? I promise you, I was mad at myself when I sat back and realized what I did and how. And like when you really go back and find the spot, that red flag that you, ooh, baby. You be so mad at yourself like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. But, no, seriously, when you start to heal from all of that, that's when the real you, starts to come back out. You start to realize who you are. Man, listen, I forgot who I was because people have tried to force me to be who I wasn't for a long time. Listen, baby, I am who I am. And now that I know who I am, I won't let those things happen. Like, unless I choose to. If I want it to happen just because of the circumstance I'm in right now and where my mental is, that's because I'm choosing to be like this. But I know what I'm worth and I know what I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when to stop playing. Like, I know when to stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm intentional and I'm upfront and I'm honest with how I feel and what I'm coming to this for. I'm coming through the door letting you know, hey, this is what I'm on. If you on what I'm on, then we cool. But if you not on what I'm on, then that's fine. It was nice meeting you. It really was. You're such a beautiful person. Peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm going. Yeah, I've done the self-care and still doing the self-care, and that's the only way that you're going to keep going through this. That's obviously a part of this. That's pretty much where my whole podcast came from, is because I've been through some things. I've been through some healing things. I've been through some dark days. You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with those feelings of, why do I hold on to some people way longer than I should? And it's not even like empathy at this point. It's like, girl, you just want to love everybody and save the world. You got to find another way. That ain't it. That is not it. That is not it. You have two loving kids that need all of that energy, that love, that time, that space to be given to them, that knowledge to grow. What's meant for you will come to you. It will come to you. And yes, letting people go during that process is hard. But listen, if they're meant for you, they will come back. You have so much love inside of you. So much love inside of you. And you want to give it so bad. Just give it to yourself right now. Give it to your children. Raise amazing humans. Amazing humans change everything. People think you have to be in politics to change the world. No, literally, it starts with the community. Raise amazing humans. Love on yourself so you can be better. We always want to talk about our parents was this, our parents was that. And how the hell are you turning out? Have you carried on some of their traits and you're trying to hide it and blame it on them? Or are you going to fix this shit? Are you going to go get the help? Are you going to put in the time and the work for you? That personal time that you have with you should be, if you are religious, between you and God. That's your time to bond and really get things cracking. Let's remove the guilt that you have over yourself. Let's remove the bad decisions that you've made. Bro, it's okay. We all make bad decisions. There is nothing wrong with that. You have to learn from the mistake. You have to realize the decision that you made and the consequence that it came behind that, right? You got to look at that. Now you got to look at, okay, by doing this and making that decision, this was the outcome. Do I want to repeat this process again? Learn from it. Where did you mess up? Where did you do right? Like, you got to break shit down. I be having epiphanies when I'm sitting here talking to people, or I'm just, listen, I don't care what anybody say. I talk to myself in my house by myself. It be just me, okay? I talk to myself. And I'll sit there and explain a situation like, why do you feel this way? Why do you keep... And I would sit there and think, and I'd be like, boom. Oh, I know why. Prime thing. I had someone contact me recently. And see, all of this correlates to, just want y'all to know that I'm staying on track here, okay? I'm not going too far left. No, seriously, all of this correlates, okay? Because by having this epiphany in the midst of conversation with someone, I realized this one thing. I had someone reach out to me and just say that they want to reconnect a friendship. And they told me something that I did to them at that time. Years ago, we were young. And I went back into my little memory bank and I was like, whoa, I might have hurt her because I was hiding. Because I was hiding and I was dealing with something that I had never dealt with before. And I was mentally battling, trying to be perfect or trying to be A1 for my family. And in the midst of doing that, I hurt her. I just didn't treat her right. I mean, we were in high school. I just act like I was probably a dick to her. And I apologized to her when I responded back to her. But her telling me that, and it would be like me thinking about who I am. Like, I wouldn't even do you like that. But Then I had to think of where was my mind and where was I at that time. At that time, I had just gone through one of the most traumatic experiences of my life.
So I had to take responsibility for, or I had to take accountability. Let me say that. I had to take accountability for, you know, um, what I did to her. And I also had to take accountability and show myself some type of grace because I was going through a lot at that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to justify my actions, but the truth is what the truth is. I didn't know how to express myself or just, tell her, like, hey, listen, I'm going through something. You know what I'm saying? But that was also like a weird time in my life anyway. We could discuss that later. But getting back to this healing process and, you know, trying to be the best versions of ourselves, trying to be to the root of the problem. Like, why do we hold on to people? A lot of it has to do with, childhood trauma. And we just can't keep allowing this to happen. We can't just keep letting people come in our lives and just run all over us. And we just see the hopes, the potentials, the dreams, and we just gun ho. And then, too, a lot of the reason why people be holding on to is because they feel like they don't deserve enough. They feel like this is all that they deserve. And let me tell you something. I be damn. I be damn if I continuously sit and settle. That's what the hell you just doing. You are settling because you don't have the confidence in yourself at this time to believe and know that you are completely worthy of more. You're worthy of more than that. You're worthy of being treated correctly. You're worthy of being loved right. You're worthy of being, amazing and loved on. Don't sit up there and put yourself in a box like, oh, this is the best as it's gonna get. The hell it ain't. No, it's not. This not about to be it for me. Y'all got me messed up. I know what type of love I want because I know the type of love that I give. And when you come to that realization and you understand the type of person that you are and the love that you give, baby, don't nothing else matter. Nothing else matters. That's the type of love that you give, then that's the type of love that you deserve. You give shitty love, you gonna get shitty love. You give good love, you can have good love. And there are people out there that are gonna give you that good love. We just have to work on our inner parts. That's all. Honestly. Stop letting people play in your fucking face. Like, be fucking for real. Stop letting people do that. Stop letting people sit up here and play you like Boo Boo the Fool or play you like you not worthy, like you not miss something. Like, you better stand up on your own 2 feet and make people respect you. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep blaming our past as an excuse. At this point, baby, you need to get it together, heal it, and keep it pushing because you're not going to get what you truly deserve if you keep lying with the wrong people. Every day we sit up here and if you have to make excuses for that person as to why they do things to your family or to your friends, they been knew that y'all didn't need to be together. And now you know that y'all don't need to be together. You know what I'm saying? So don't even do that. Let's not do that to ourselves. And I mean, I understand it. Nobody wants to be alone and nobody wants to deal with that. But let me tell you something. The solidarity it is to be alone with yourself is so rewarding. People who be like, oh, I don't like being by myself, ain't never been by themselves. And that's the honest to God truth. There's no way you've been by yourself to the point where you didn't love on yourself enough. You know what I'm saying? You spend time with you spend time with your family. You're not, you don't do anything. You take care of what needs to be taken care of. Those people who be like, oh, I can't be with myself. I get bored. That's because you're boring as fuck. That's because you're boring. You're really boring. And you're not gonna convince me otherwise. If you can't sit at home with yourself and have fun with yourself, something wrong. Something in the inside is wrong and needs to be fixed because why can't you sit with your inner self? Why can't you sit with your thoughts? That's the problem that a lot of us have faced. We're so afraid to be alone. when being alone can be literally one of the best things that you ever done for yourself. It's to finally focus on you. We so busy putting other people before us. Baby, I'm not putting another person before me. Okay? I can't even put my kids before me. Certain situations, yeah, but let's be honest. If I'm not sane and if I'm not together, how the hell am I gonna help raise my kids? Do I need to have all the answers? Absolutely not. No, I don't need to have all the answers. But let's be realistic here. How am I supposed to teach my kids life lessons and teach them to take care of their mental health if I'm not doing it myself in front of them? We learned everything from who? The people around us, right? So, if you show your children you loving on yourself, you taking care of yourself, they're going to start taking time for themselves and loving themselves and making themselves feel good. Not only are you teaching them a valuable lesson of self love, you're teaching them true independence. Because if you can take care of you're more than capable of taking care of somebody else in a sense. As long as you're teaching your children not to be selfish, selfish can be a bad thing. And if they see that you obviously, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying have people coming in and out of your life, you know. I ain't talking like that. But what I'm saying is pick the right people. Pick the right people. Stop bringing so much bull crap to yourself. A lot of the situations we sit in is because of us. Because we hard headed as hell. Just hard headed as hell. Don't never want to listen. Want to just keep on being the same type of person and keep making the same mistakes, not truly loving ourselves. Because if you truly love yourself, you ain't gonna let nobody play with you. And trust me, oh, I get it. Oh, I totally get it. I've been there, have been there. It may still be okay. So maybe what? So what? Maybe I'm still there. Okay, holding on to people that I don't need to. But I'm learning to let go of those same people. I'm learning that life is gonna look good even though they're not there to share it with. Life is going to still continue to go and still continue to be great, even if they're not in it to share it with. Maybe my future is not meant to be with you. And quite frankly, bro, I'm fucking excited. Like, you promise that I don't have to deal with nobody else like you ever again? Because I totally, I take you up on that promise. Please, please promise me that I'll never meet another nigga like you. Promise me that I'll never meet another female like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, promise me that because I would totally prefer not to. You're an a hole. Um, look, back to reality. Listen, we need to take care of our well being. And the only way that we're gonna do that is if we really put in the time and the effort to really take care of ourselves, love on ourselves and be there for us. You know what I'm saying? Um, Pick people in your life that love you, that want to be with you. We have so many people. I ain't gonna say we have so many people. If you're one of those people and you be like, oh, I'm the strong person, I do everything by myself, I handle how I feel by myself, you just one of them, let me tell you something. You're going to meet somebody one day, and that person is going to wow you. That person is going to be almost everything that you thought that you could never have because you just felt like you wasn't worthy enough. You felt like you wasn't enough to receive great things. That person is going to blow your mind. That person is going to blow your mind. You're going to always think something's up. You're going to always be like, something's wrong. We're not arguing. We haven't gotten into it. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's very like dry. It's boring. I was told that that was considered like a healthy relationship where you guys are having just way too much fun to the point where it's like y'all don't really need to argue because you communicate. You know what I'm saying? You're going to meet somebody and you're going to be like, this is too good to be true. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Take it for what it's worth and roll with it. Stop thinking that you don't deserve something good. Stop thinking that you know, you're not capable of love because you'd have been hurt so much. You'd have been hurt so much. Okay, go back and figure out why were you hurt so much. What flags did you miss in that person that you should have picked up on and left? What fear were you facing at that time that stopped you from potentially leaving? There's a reason why to everything. There's a reason why we do things. Were you planning it out? Were you afraid? Did you think you couldn't do it by yourself? And that's a big one. I don't want to do this by myself. I've had this whole picture in my head. I wanted to be. with the, this and whoop the whoop and la 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 la. Okay. So the picture has changed. You're the painter. You can decide what is in your picture and what's not in your picture. That person not painting this picture with you, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit up here, you painted this whole picture of what you wanted your life to look like. We have done this so much, and I've done this too. I did not want to be a single mother. Okay. I did not want to be a single mom. I did not want to. I wanted to break the generational curses, right? That's what I wanted. God's quite funny. He got me doing that in a whole different aspect, whole different way. But that's honestly, I wanted my children. I wanted one baby daddy. I'm sorry to be honest with you. I only wanted one husband, one man to have children with. Um, I didn't want to be a baby mother. I didn't want to have multiple, kids' fathers. I wanted to be married with the person that I had kids with. We were together. We like Martin and Gina. We like, Jamie and Francie at times when they, fancy at times when they, acting right. Um, all the different couples that you see, all the black couples that you saw growing, we start growing up. Like that's what I thought life would have been like. And baby, did I not get slapped in the face twice? Slapped in the face twice. Slapped in the face twice, honey. My life is nothing, obviously, I thought it would be as far as on the romantic side. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Yeah, it had a lot to do with the simple fact that I held on to somebody that I should have let go. Crazy thing is, I had been let this person go, but I came back to be petty. I came back to be petty, and that's where that ended up taking me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be, big shot, yeah, oh, you miss me, huh? Yeah, he missed you a whole lot. Got your ass pregnant. Got your ass pregnant, girl. But look what happened to holding on. Now I'm in a whole situation. I'm in a whole situation with somebody who I should have stayed left gone at the first. In the first, listen, let me tell you something. I've always had this rule. I've always had this rule with people like, but sometimes I messed up. I messed up. But this one rule I had was I don't double back. I don't double back. I don't double back for multiple reasons. If I'm done with you, I'm done with you. You do not get access to me again. I'm not coming back. I don't do the circling back to relationships, to break up, to make up, to break up. I don't do all that. All my exes can tell you, yeah, we maybe were like, I mean, if I was young, yeah, but I typically was with the same person. Like, typically was with the same person. I didn't bounce around. I didn't do all that. If I was with you, I was with you. But when I was done with you, you couldn't come back. You could not come back. None of my exes can say that they spin the block and came back on me, except for the last one. Except for the last one. That one was because I was trying to do the right thing. I was like, well, I'm pregnant. It's your baby. Like, oh, okay, let me just try to do the right thing and let me fully dive into this. And, I grew up in a church. I'm a church girl. Like, I ain't trying to be, her girl. I was everything that I said that I wasn't going to be. I became everything. I just have two kids by the same person and we just not together. That's it. And I'm kind of sort of like going through bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? But that's it. But look what holding on to this person got me. I held on and really, really tried, not knowing that this person didn't even really possibly give a fuck, didn't care to try, didn't see what was in front of them. And listen, that's not my issue. I should have been left. A lot of us stick around for people who just can't deal with us, cannot handle the type of person that we are. Because I'm not going to say this is for everybody. Some people are just spiteful ass people and they're just bad people. So I'm not even talking to them. I'm talking about the people who have real good hearts and who really love from a genuine place. They're not being spiteful or nothing like that. Like, they really trying their best. Man, listen, we don't get enough love and attention and the credit. So after yeah, after all of that, that sparked me with I'm going back to the same thing. Listen, I'm not doubling back. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. And that's real. As far as a relationship, I'm done. When it comes to friends, I'm no longer holding on to you. Listen, if you're not trying to be my friend, bro, that's fine. And that's cool. I'm good with that. But we not cool like that though. You know what I'm saying? If we used to date each other and mess around, you might as well forget it. Listen, if I have never labeled you as my man, my boyfriend, you ain't nothing. You are nothing. You are absolutely nothing. If I'm not head over the hills about you, you are nothing in a sense. Like, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get you anywhere with me. It's not gonna happen. Because especially now I'm in a space of where I see things and I peep things. If I obviously am in that type of mind, I'm gonna stick around. Like, I mean, I've done some toxic stuff. I done been in some toxic situationships. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I know what I want. I know what I deserve, and by the grace of God, I see it even more. Like, I just keep praying for God to help me stay disciplined, help me stay on top of it, help me have discernment so I can peep things and catch stuff early, not later on. You know what I'm saying? You know how people be like, God, give me a sign. He done gave you five signs, baby. You still blocked them. Talking about something. It was a blessing. That was not a blessing, boo boo. That was not a blessing. We got to stop doing this to ourselves and work on keep loving us and healing us and not accepting this BS from nobody else again. All right, so you guys know that I typically close out with a quote, and this one is it's very simple. Be the love you never received. So many of us have tried to be or give the love that we've always wanted to receive to other people because we hate to see other people not receive the love. And we overextend ourselves. And I feel like at this point now in this season, it's about you, putting you first, loving on you. Be the love you never received. You deserve the love you keep trying to give everyone else. Your love is massive. Your love is big. Your love is strong. It's powerful. It's an asset. But to the wrong people, your love is harmful. Your love is overbearing. It's too powerful. Your light shines too bright through your love. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you stay until they see it. They don't see it and they keep treating you like it and they keep treating you like you trash. They keep playing within your face. They keep, you know what I'm saying, setting you to side like you some damn porcelain doll talking about some I'ma use you when I want to. The hell, you not about to treat me like that. What you not about to do is do that to me. I am genuine. I get into the hands of the right man, baby, I will multiply his life. Don't play with me and don't play with yourself. You gotta know your worth. Know your worth. Because the minute you know your worth and you know who you are and you stand on that, what they say, I'm standing on business, then stand on business then. And like, don't let somebody keep playing in your face. You know I love you. You know I care about y'all. And I've done my best to tell y'all how I really feel, but I can go on and on and on about this topic because it's something I constantly think about. It's holding on to people way longer than I need to. I'm not holding on to nobody no more. I'm not. The only person I'm holding on is to me. That's it. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode. This topic is gonna be resurfaced again. I do want to thank you for joining me in on this episode. Share your thoughts or your personal experiences. You know, your voice matters in these type of conversations. You can share them via email. You can share them in the comments. It matters. I know that I'm not the only one that goes through this, and I know I'm not the only one that, obviously feel these type of things. I for a fact know that you guys feel it too. So stay tuned for our next topics to come on R&R Raw and Roll with Shaz. And until then, take care. Bye. Woo! What an episode. Listen, before you go, I just want to know if you really enjoyed this episode, would you mind sharing it with a friend, a coworker, a family member, or whoever? I would greatly appreciate that. And then, two, whatever podcast platform that you're streaming this on, or if you're watching it on YouTube, please go leave me a comment or leave me a 5-star review. This helps others find my podcast just like you did. And if you want to keep up with my socials, my handle is RNR with Shaz on all platforms. Again, that was RNR with Shaz, CHAS, on all platforms. Thank you once again for all the love and all the support. Stay safe and stay strong. Until next time, bye.